What's up? Get things going. What's up? Okay, sounds halfway decent. Let me pop this out. This button, this button, this button. Hey, we are live. What's up? I got a big ass jar here full of trim and small nugs I broke up. I broke up all the nugs. Because if it was just straight nugs, that wasn't going to fit. So I broke everything up, put it all in here, and I went to the store and I got the 190. Exciting. What's up, Crime One? How you doing, man? Yeah. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. It always fucking. It's because. Oh, I think I know why. It's picking up my fan too, which is very weird. There's a lot of background noise. I can see it. Maybe I have to turn my fan on a little. Well, I don't really know what's going on tonight, but Monday night I said I'd go live. I'm always live. Yeah, I'm done with gardening. I gotta put the stuff that's in veg um, into flowers soon. This thing's a mix of lilac diesels and Gorilla Glue, so it should make a really potent RSO. But yeah, we're gonna fill this up in a little bit. Charlie said he's making some burgers. I need to go get my fucking vape out of the car. I forgot. Lid. Actually, I like this grinder better. What's up, Four Plants? CTC. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I think I'm gonna check this out. Ready? Gorilla Glue. It's so sticky, dude. It like. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it just falls. One big fucking nug. Love it. I'm gonna shut this fan off. I don't know where it's picking up background noise from. I'll put it over here. Thanks. Yeah, actually, I smoked that. I only got like 3 ounces of this one. Give me a little note in this one. Break this up. Yeah, those are they the Ethos ones from the Multipass? That's where the best ones I got came from. Blue cheese. I have some blue cheese crosses. Stone Root gave me actually. I don't know what's stuff open. I don't want open. Why is it so warm? Computer's acting up. I need to fucking get it cleaned. And when I say cleaned, I mean like physically cleaned, like not like program cleaned. Goddamn computer nerds. I say I need it cleaned, and they're like, "Oh, just run this program." I'm like, no. I mean, like, I smoke weed next to my computer cleaned. That sounds pretty good. I would love real UK cheese. I've never grown it, and I've always liked the strain. Fumi's going live with fucking Edel tonight. Pretty cool. That thing. All the haters Fumi talks about. Watch that show. Which is funny, but whatever. There's a show I go on, and there's someone I don't particularly like that goes in the chat and stuff. So every time I see him, I just bounce off, and I don't even bother. I don't want to hear his bullshit. I don't want to start no bullshit. Let me be. So this was. I'll tell you exactly how much. Hold on. It was $21.99 is what I paid. This is a liter. It's not 1.75. It's just 1.0 liters. The biggest one we get is a 1.75. We call it a handle. This is like the in-between bottle between the small ones and the big ones. I figure that's going to be the perfect amount to... Oh, what's up, man? I figure it's going to be the perfect amount to fill this up.
I haven't even cooked those burgers yet. This cheeseburger. I'm going to cook them in a few minutes. I want to smoke a little grass before I do it. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day, man. I made like... I think I made my daughter's like almost 10 ounces, and my wife and I is like 3/4 of a pound. And I got some really nice Portuguese rolls, or focaccia. They have focaccia rolls. So in my share. A couple some nice Vidalia onion. Get some nice, fresh, fine ripe tomato. Not that that's going to mean anything coming from a grocery store, but I got, yeah, and then I got, so. But the Vidalia is really, really good. And then what else? I got some Cabot cheddar to throw on with a blanket of American right over it. And they fried up some mushrooms too. Always gonna have mushrooms on my burger.
Yeah.
How was your day, man?
Pretty good. Just chilling, man. Got this
Yeah,
ready to make RSO.
right on. I'm stoked for this weekend. Stoked to meet up, bro.
Yeah, Marshall said he's coming down.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Miranda's obviously gonna be there. He's got the booth.
Yeah, and right now the weather's looking good too. I'm just gonna go straight from work. Yeah, that's all. I might even already be out in Fitchburg. So.
It's supposed to. It's been nice all week so far, so I'm hoping it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be dry all week. That's what they were saying last night.
That's good. Good.
So, yeah, totally. Let's see if it lasts. See if they're right. Put it that way. Only job you can be 100% wrong
and still get a paycheck.
Job, right? Right. A good one at that if you're on TV. Shit, yeah.
All right. We are completely soaking.
Sweet.
So,
man, that's gonna be awesome. How much per bottle?
So I think I should have grabbed the bigger one. I'm thinking I only grabbed a liter.
It's alright, living there.
$21.99 for the liter. The other one was like $31.99 for the 750.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let.
How big do they sell them? How big is the biggest? A gallon?
Yeah, 175.
Oh yeah.
Whatever we call the handle is the biggest they sell. Look at it's already started.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah.
I
just need it. It's gonna be good.
I haven't been talking about it for a minute.
I know. I'm so excited that I actually fucking found the liquor.
Right.
That was the only thing stopping me.
Yeah, right. Where did you end up getting it?
My town.
Oh, that's right.
That's a place called Cappy's.
Oh, I know Cappy's Liquors.
Yeah, you guys got one out there too, I think.
Yeah, they used to be a big chain actually. They did down like 3 stores now. So.
Yeah, we got one of them over here. So I called them. They had it behind the counter and everything. And I never noticed, but this bottle says extract infuse fortified.
Shit.
It doesn't even say drink. It just says extract infuse.
Yeah, right.
They know what the fuck it's being used for.
Oh yeah, that's why they gotta be on the counter. Oh yeah. How much they want again for that? 21?
Yeah, I paid $21.99 for this one.
Yeah.
So I figure if we get a case of the bigger ones, we should be good for a couple pounds.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
But I put every bit of trim I had in here tonight. I was like, I'm going to put everything I can in here. So I broke down all the little nugs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got to order syringes off Amazon.
Oh, yeah, right.
The needleless, the needleless ones.
Right. What are you talking about? Absolutely.
So the funny thing is, I noticed something. People sell one cc or no 1 milliliter usually equates to 1 gram, but that's when you're talking about water. So people buy 1 milliliter syringes and they fill it to the top, but with RSO it's way thicker than water.
Right, the viscosity, absolutely.
So I guarantee you they're giving out like 1.5 grams or a little over 1.
Right. I know what you mean. Yep.
Yeah, we had steak and fried mushrooms and steak last night.
Nice. I almost did a steak tonight. And my wife has a tough time with steak sometimes, so just doing it.
I think it's all about the preparation. If you actually
Oh
like,
yeah.
I fucking beat like any. I hate this sounds so funny, and I'm gonna say it too because it sounds funny.
You
I
beat
beat
your
the
meat.
yeah, I beat the meat.
Yeah, man. You
Anything,
gotta.
chicken, steak.
Yeah, you pound
I
it.
always tenderize it.
You know what Hilltop used to do? Hilltop had one of those machines that has like 1,000 needles in it, and they'd
Yeah,
fucking pierce every steak.
I don't
Yeah,
like that.
I'm not a huge fan of them, but
All the
I thought
grocery
they were
stores do it.
overrated. Mm,
I don't know.
yeah.
I think
Do they?
yeah, that's all right. So a lot of the grocery store meat is tenderized like that, pre-tenderized,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't
Sure.
clean the needles really. They just kind of let it go through different steaks throughout the day. It could go
Right.
through 10 cows. That's why they
Yeah,
say
yeah.
always cook your meat from the store to whatever 155 or 160.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, temp, you mean, right? Yeah.
So there's no bacteria that could have been transferred.
Right.
But if you get like a
Right.
steak from the butcher, you can eat it rare almost, and
Oh yeah, I mean,
not be any worried.
think of. Yeah, I mean, I make pate sometimes, pate or whatever the fuck you call it. I make it sometimes with really like I'll buy a friggin' fillet, filet mignon, a few of them, and I'll have the butcher freaking grind it up if he's there, But I get it at Whole Foods, and they'll do it for me all the time, man. I just have them do it right then and there, and then I make my own. It's nothing but raw freaking hamburger, but it's not hamburger though. It's choice. The better the meat, the better the pate you're gonna have, obviously. So I usually get a fillet, and I'll add fat to it a little bit. Yeah. Raw meat. I eat raw hamburger every once in a while, just when I'm making them. I almost did tonight, but I didn't. I'm so hungry. I've been eating all day. So I caught some dude today with a fake dick on, bro. Wizinator. Trying to pass a unit.
Oh, I just found out that even though it's denser, oil's lighter than water.
Yeah, oil always floats.
I could picture it though. Like, dude, they've had those Wizinator outs for 20 years.
Right, but it didn't even match. He was an older guy. He was probably my age, maybe even older, man. It's like, and he was Italian, so he didn't even. The thing was like pure white. I'm like, and then it also has. You can see the tip, man. As soon as you see the tip, you know it's fake. The urethra, yeah, because I gotta watch him. The urethra right in the fucking container. So, that's my job. And I actually don't even really do it. I just picked this guy just to give my collector a fucking break because he had been doing it all day. So I'm like. Yeah, I'll take this one just for shits and giggles. Sure enough. I'm not supposed to collect.
I wonder, dude. The Wizinator I seen actually looks kind of real.
Yeah, I had to do a double take, but you can't fake the tip, and you got to squeeze the head in order to prime it to get it to flow. It's got that little. It's almost like a siphon. And, you point it downward and fucking, but this guy, I told him, man, he started laughing almost. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Because it looked completely, it just looks too white. It just doesn't look right. And he was, like I said, he was Italian. He had a little bit, olive skin. So it wasn't even matching his skin tone, first of all. But then when I saw him priming it, and then the white, where the urethra is, the top of the head, it's actually friggin', it's like white. You can see the difference. You can see it inside the friggin', it almost looks like the urethra itself was friggin' circumcised. It's just this white little ball. You can see it with a hole in it. And so it wasn't probably a good one, obviously. I mean, I'm sure there are better ones out there, that's for sure. Like, it was just like funny.
This is like the branded one.
Yeah, yeah. That's see the tip. Totally friggin' tell right then and there. And it's not just my background and thing being a paramedic that I know to, like watch my watch my freaking bit of porn. Plus I have one. Plus I got a dick. You know what I mean? These guys are fucking just they were addicts. What do you expect? Most of them, a lot of them my age, but like they say, the day you become an addict, whether you know it or not, your emotional maturity stops. So you act, even at 70, you'll act like, say you became addicted at 15. Well, you're going to have the mentality of a 15, emotional mentality of a 15-year-old. Push the boundaries any way you can still. It's
How
kind of
long?
weird.
I wonder how long do people usually let the RSO sit?
Yeah, good question.
We got a decent amount of people in chat, so let's ask them. Fazoli's in there.
Yeah, we have no idea. Definitely not my area.
I got the evaporating part down. That's easy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna double boil it.
Is that how you do it? Double boil it? You don't just let it sit out in like a Pyrex pan or something,
No, I
Pyrex
double
glass?
boil.
Sure. I don't know anything about it. No idea. I mean, I've seen people making hash with it, and they just dump it out. They drain it, strain it rather, and so just drop out the trikes. Them out. That's it. That's all I've seen. I mean, I've seen it done, but it's been a long time. I have no idea. So well, I know it's not that thick though.
There's a lot. Like I don't
I
know.
mean, I got a shitload if you want to do it, bro. I mean, I got a shitload.
Well, this is my test batch, so we'll be able to
Sure.
try this at Turp Town. You can tell me if you like it or what I should. We need to decide if I need to go longer because I'm probably gonna let it sit for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night, I'll probably grab it. I'll filter it. Then the next day, I'll start cooking it off.
I've never done it. I've never done RSO. Never.
I
I've
just
always wanted to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Me too. I want RSO in my life.
So good for you. There's nothing negative about it.
I think it's better than smoking, to be honest, because you're just digesting it.
Now, does it get you high too?
Oh yeah, people like the RSO. Do you remember that cannabis syrup I had?
Yeah.
That's RSO. That was RSO based.
Oh no shit, huh? Wow.
There's probably like a gram and a half of RSO in those. And I drank one whole one night, and I was high the next day. Still.
Oh no shit, huh?
Like I woke up to go to the Harvest Cup, and I was like, I don't even need to smoke right now.
Yeah, right. Wow. Yeah. I better be careful then, because I'm hyper sensitive to any kind of cannabinoids being digested. I mean, I will sleep for days. I don't feel the old man.
It's not well, maybe when I double boil it, it activates, but like I don't. Does infusing it activate it? Because people say decarbing the weed helps us to be able to digest it better.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
Learning experience, right?
That's right. I'll let you go first.
I'm always the one that do the science experiments. I learned how to make BHO by myself.
Right. Did you really? Yeah.
Yeah. Taught myself. I love science. Like that was the class I was good at.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Chemistry.
And biology, chemistry, any of it. The only time I started to really not like science is when it starts to create like math and science get mixed and some of those
science.
Some of those high science classes.
Yeah. I mean, earth sciences, speed, velocity, distance, shit like that. That's usually that was freshman year for me.
I love chemistry. I can do numbers in chemistry because it's pretty simple equations,
Yeah, it's just ratios, stuff like that. Sure.
Biology was my favorite. I love biology.
Yeah, it's funny. Same here when I had to do my labs, man. I love doing labs. That was like my favorite things. Doing drawings, petri dish, that
You
bullshit.
probably still got to dissect stuff. I never got to dissect anything in high school.
Oh no? Yeah, yeah. I did it several times actually in school. I did it twice. I did it once in seventh grade, but then I did it in bio in sophomore year in high school too. But I took a bio class in college. But it's just it's simple. Elemental biology, I think it was called. Super simple. Just a kind of a deeper dive on single cell organisms and the beginning of life and a deep dive into genetics and back then anyway. And then the nucleus. We went right into the nucleus
Um,
and really studied and what that does and how it reacts and how it feeds through osmosis and all that bullshit.
I really want to do plant like I would love to. I would love to go to
Plant
UMass
bio?
Amherst, yeah, and do like soil.
Why not? Why not? Why shouldn't? Why aren't you?
I never took my
They'll help
SATs,
somebody
so
else like you.
I'd have
So
to.
they don't care anymore. They don't accept them anymore anyway.
Really?
The master's one of them. Yeah, no colleges like I forget how many don't require you to have SATs anymore. It's like a new thing over the last couple of years. Yep.
Hmm. I was thinking
Yeah.
of maybe going to a community college and like transferring like a year in.
Yeah. I mean, you go to Mass Rehab. Mass Rehab will pay for you a couple of classes to see if you actually like what you're doing, and then they'll pay for a full 4-year degree or even a 2-year associate's or whatever you want. And that's through Mass Rehab, man. I'm sure you
Yeah,
qualify
I
for
was
that.
working with them at one point.
Yeah, I did too. Yep. But I never followed through with any of it. They were ready to pay for 2 classes. They're not going to pay for a full degree until they know that you're going to like what you're doing. So you're going to get a certain GPA the first 2 classes, and then they once you keep that though, you're good. I mean, literally, they're going to pay for the whole friggin' 4-year degree if you want. They'll actually pay all the way, get your fucking PhD, do a dissertation, do your dissertation PhD with masters. Uh, yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah, just
I should go back and
yeah,
talk to them. I've been clean long enough. They'd probably be like, "Why haven't you came
yeah,
earlier?"
right, right. And, I used to get that. Well, by the time you get your degree, you're going to be fucking such and such years old. And I'm like, I'd look at people like, are you stupid? I'm going to be that age anyway. So, what does that even have to do with anything?
Yeah, right.
So I might as well have a degree when I turn that age then, right? Some foolishness.
I figured do something in like plants. I really do love plants.
Yeah, man.
I entered an
You got it.
entrepreneur contest, and they were like, "What would you do with $20,000?" And I had to write like an essay.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It was all about
Yeah,
cannabis.
Catholic U, when they were giving you any kind of scholarship of any sorts, they actually freshman year they place you in they looked at took your high school transcript from wherever you were strongest. They put you in that school, and you couldn't transfer for the first year and a half, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but then once you did though, then you could change your change your major. So you had to keep a major. I had a poli sci and psych with computer science minor, and I didn't like the computer science. I wanted the poli sci to be taken at Georgetown. I wanted to take psychology,
Whew,
so I
that's almost
transferred
bad.
Georgetown and poli sci, but that wasn't until second semester sophomore year. And then I started some pre-law, but I never followed through with it. But the psychology and behavioral science is what I took at Catholic U because I kept a double major. I dropped the computer science, obviously. I could
Um,
not write code, especially back in the 80s. You kidding me, man? I was like fucking, I wasn't like pisser at trig and calc and all those. Physics I was good at, but when it came to trig and calc, forget it. I was struggling. I mean, I get it now that I'm older, but I wasn't like the best at math, even in algebra when I was a freshman. It was because of the teacher more than anything. I had a really ruthless Christian brother Fleming. He used to be like third in line to the Pope or something like that back in the fucking 60s. That's how old he was. And he used to, if you didn't have your paper, your homework done, the heading at the top of your paper done just a certain way, then the problems and showing your work in a certain column. Certain columns, he would give you what's called friction. He'd come up behind you and he'd freaking give you an open hand slap right in between your shoulder blades. And then he had what was called, if you were a repeat offender, he had what's called ultra friction, where he would literally take one hand and put your face in it like this. You know, I'll show on the camera. You guys see me? Yeah.
Yeah, now we
put
can.
Go like this, and they go, wow. And then he actually suckered a kid from behind. Never forget it, Mikey Whalen. He fucking, and he was a short little, you couldn't barely understand him. His Irish brogue was so thick. And then here he is trying to teach fucking algebra. And I literally couldn't understand half of what he was saying. And thank God I never got friction. Probably because he was afraid I'd make you something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, yeah.
But he made this kid bleed. He fucking, nowadays he'd be sued like no tomorrow. But he came up and gave him an open hand slap and missed his cheek and hit his ear. He popped his eardrum. He just started bleeding.
So I got kicked out of a charter school.
Did you really?
Yeah. One of the teachers called me dumb or called me an idiot to my face, and I was like, "What'd you say?"
Oh wow!
And I was a big kid, so
yeah.
We were going back and forth, so I hucked a book at him.
Yeah.
Because he was like threatening to put his hands on. I was like, "Nah, fuck you!" I threw a book at him, and my mom was already in the school for me getting in trouble.
Something else.
Another probably stupid thing. So she's like, "Yeah, you're done here."
It's all stupid shit back then. You're that age. Yeah. CM kind of knew what happened to me, and they knew how screwed up my stepmother was. So, like back then, you could smoke if you were an upperclassman. So if you were like junior, senior, but they used to let me smoke because they knew my parents would. Well, my stepmother was just out of her fucking tits. So the Christian brothers used to give me cigarettes, especially Brother Conley. He was the dean of students back then. He gave me his fucking cigarettes. I go bum them off him in his office. But yeah, they didn't fuck around with me too much.
Yeah, my school, my high school that I went to still had like the area where at lunchtime you could go outside and smoke a cigarette. It was just a garden now, but they closed it. But
yeah, I believe it. I mean, do you have open campus? I mean, we had open campus where you could leave at lunch and shit if you didn't have anything. Like a period, you had a free period. If you were an upperclassman, you had open campus. It was called, so you could leave the school grounds, do whatever you wanted. If you were bad for the next class.
Yeah, that was the way.
I don't know if they have that anymore. They still have it.
No, yeah. You weren't technically allowed to leave campus at all.
Right. Yeah.
I would sneak out for lunch all the time, though.
Yeah. I did too. Was this?
Go to McDonald's or something that was right up the road.
Yeah. I mean, again, because the Christian brothers know what the fuck. Yeah. What the fucking teaches. They let me do pretty much whatever I wanted.
Yeah, at one point, they just wanted me to get out of there.
Yeah, I bet. That's like me in Needham Public Schools when I was in 7th grade and I got caught with, smoking herb. Then I go to the bathroom during. Yeah.
I reeked like cigarettes and butt all the time. I was smoking in the bathrooms.
In 7th grade, yeah. I mean, I stayed back in 7th grade because, I was going from Needham Public Schools to the parochial school at St. Joe's, and my parents were heavily involved, obviously, my mother being ex-nun and all that. They were the head of the fucking adult education for the parish. They were, just heavily involved, and that was our life as a church, and my whole family growing up. So the sisters, like the first day when I was there, I told you, I had this lady teacher, Mrs. Evelyn Sullivan. I'll never forget it. She and I became best friends. And she didn't live far from my house, too, in Needham. And the first day I got my, my fake leather jacket. I'm 13, I got my fake leather jacket on, reeking of cigarettes, probably weed, too, because I had an ounce of weed I had just got. And I brought it with me. That's how Dave Jensen and I became really good friends. My friend that signed the NHL contract at 17. But anyway, I'm walking back. So I'm down the auditorium orientation, and I got my leather jacket on. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying I don't know anybody. I'm not even talking. But so this Evelyn Sullivan, the 8th grade teacher, one of the 8th grade teachers, as soon as we're ready to leave, I stand up to leave, and she turns around to me. She's right in front of me. She goes, "Oh, you think you're tough, huh? You think you're tough?" And then she points to her chin. She goes, go ahead, right there." And I'm looking at her like, who the fuck are you? Like, what did I do? It's probably because, just my body language and everything. Like, fucking horrible. Because I was so pissed I had to be there. I was so pissed that I was getting kept back and all that bullshit. It's because Needham school system asked me to politely asked me to leave. So I was just pulling so much shit. 7th grade.
I was supposed to go back. They fucked me my senior year.
Yeah, did they?
They were like, "Oh, you need a 70 to graduate," and then I got like a 75. And I needed like an 82.
B minus, huh? Yeah, 82 is a B minus. It's what a C minus is. It's 70 is a C minus. 75 would be a C. But you need an 82 to pass, huh? Yeah, I believe it. I mean, school is so much different than when I was there. Even, your generation. Are you kidding me? It's 30 years ago. Well,
I don't mind if there's going to be, like, I'm going to guess there's going to be chloroform in here no matter what. I figure it was going to pull every little bit out of it. The alcohol's already green in this.
yeah, I better turn right away. The chlorophyll coming out of it. Green right away. Right? I mean, I would assume anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like when you're doing Waterhouse too,
Oh wow, I can see all the trichomes.
Nice. Yeah, huh? That's cool, man. Yeah, that's wicked cool.
I'm gonna let it sit overnight because I don't really care I want everything to break down, and I want everything to be suspended in this alcohol.
Right.
So I figured like at least overnight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're in no rush. I mean, all you do is, what do? You strain it off, obviously, get as many particles as you can with a really fine strainer, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, I have a couple different ways I could strain it. I'd go with a coffee filter if I really wanted to.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that would be a beautiful strain right there.
I have a metal coffee filter. I think it's. I don't know how many.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like the mesh ones, mesh metal cup. A basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have for my coffee maker. Yeah,
I have one of those I could use.
We'll put a filter in that filter. That's what I do in the morning to make my coffee. That would be a super strain. You don't want to lose anything. Do you think a paper one would be a little too fine?
Hold on, let me read this. After that, hold it steady and pour.
By the way, my prayers go out to the people in Texas, man. I just want to say that. You guys, I mean, horrible situation. Family wiped out, except for the 6-year-old. And you know what's funny, Smashed? The picture they showed of the mother and father and one of the little kids that got killed in Texas was right there at fucking Public Gardens in Boston, right next to Boston Common. You know where the statue of Washington is on this horse?
Yeah.
Right by the swan. By the swan boats. Mm-hmm. Right there, that's it. And they're from Texas, but they showed that photo. It was just so ironic, you know what I mean? I don't know. Coincidence.
I don't even know what happened.
Oh my god, a dude walked into a fucking outlet mall, one of those, like in Rentham we got here, the outlets, and fucking blew away 8 people and injured 7 others. And there was a guy that was on that. He was just he's a retired Navy dude, but he has first responder training, and he was just describing what was happening, and it was just what he was doing to try and help. And he was trying to save a mother whose 6-year-old daughter next to her was dead. Because I looked at the daughter and I rolled her over, and she was just sitting in a pool of blood from the exit wound in her fucking back. AR-15.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the mother's sitting there, he's got a compression pack on her neck because she's just squirting blood, and the bullet hit her friggin'. He thinks, the clavicle. There's just splinters of fucking bone everywhere. He said, just everything. The whole wall was just, you know how it is. We seen like that goes in like the size of a fucking nickel, comes out the size of a fucking house.
Yeah, depending on
Just it's just a shame. AR-15, man. Yeah, kidding me. Yeah, I don't with that. You wouldn't have any usable meat. I mean, it's just ridiculous what they say.
I don't know.
I'm a gun advocate. I believe in it. I believe in the Second Amendment, obviously, but absolutely do.
I'll just say I want to legally get my gun rights back.
AR-15s. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to.
Obviously, I'm licensed. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have no violent crimes. That's the key. Fucking crimes at all. I got everything wiped out. Well, almost everything. So, yeah. But I don't believe in AR-15s. That's all. Semi-automatics now.
Every gun's really semi-automatic.
The 202 man. These people. I mean, yeah, they're fucked up in the head. Of course they are. Nobody in their right mind goes in and does something like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can get
issues.
Every time
they mention it, it's like almost laughable.
You can get a Glock with a drum. Yeah. You can get a Glock with a drum mag that has a switch on the back that you pull the trigger and it empties the bullets. Doesn't really matter what gun they pick. The reason they pick these tactical weapons is because it's a tactical weapon, just like that.
Right.
It is a tactical weapon.
Absolutely.
But I mean, they're using it in the wrong way. Like, how many ARs have saved people?
Yeah, not many. I mean, in war, of course, yeah, but not fucking civilian life. Not at all.
Fumi's actually on Eagles tonight at 11:30, I think.
Oh, he is. Oh, awesome. Because I got to do watering and shit. I'm gonna actually take you guys downstairs while I cook these burgers.
I might sneak into Weed Nerd's world.
Yeah. I used to go on all the time when he first went on, like March or April after Subby died. I always started doing it in memory of him. All right, I'm gonna cook those. All right.
All right.
Hey, Bobby, ready to eat? Oh, where is she? Downstairs. You ready to eat? All right. Me too. I'm starving.
Yeah, this weekend's gonna be fun, man. I got a couple different people coming.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to see people.
I need to remember. Actually, I gotta write this down before.
Yeah.
Where's my pen? I'm giving someone.
Hey, do you know if there's gonna be anybody with real clones there or anything? Like real cuts?
Yeah, the Boston clone guy, maybe, but they were really weird on clones.
Yeah, were they?
They told Boston Clone, that dude, not to come back with them. He can have a booth, but he can't have clones. Fuck, where's my little notebook, dude? I gotta put. I'm giving someone the Siege Coop gave me.
Oh, yeah. The Pacos or the...
Yeah. Bring pot seeds and 10 pack of HS, 1 apple. Yo, they should be calling us any day for chem clones.
That's why I was thinking, somebody's else.
They said they have someone that's going to hold 2 for me and call me that morning.
All right.
They're gonna send me an email, call me. Yeah, they're gonna and hold too. So because I told them I'm coming from like an hour and a half away.
Right.
So yeah, I'll figure that out when it comes to it. But I'm just waiting for the call right now. Dude, this Gorilla Glue, check this out. So this is my Gorilla Glue. It's so sticky. I love it.
Yeah, frozen. Oh, there you are. All right, I'm gonna jet because I gotta cook.
All right, brother. Be safe.
Yeah, we'll talk this week. I'll definitely talk to you, obviously, before Saturday.
All right. Yeah, text
Be
me.
good. Everybody in chat. Peace, man. Peace, everybody.
I'm trying to see how many people we have watching. Where's the... Oh, we have 7. 7? I kind of want to give some of these away. Maybe I'll jump on Weed Nerds World and do it. I don't know. These are from Wendy and James. Garlic batter to freak show. So I want to give some of those away. Oh yeah, I'm gonna quarantine them. I'm probably gonna dip them the first day, then quarantine them for a couple. Supposedly Ken Dog's growing them himself, so hopefully if they're dirty, we know whose garden's dirty. If they don't think I'm gonna say anything, if they have bugs, they're fucking nuts. It's starting to turn to dark green. I can't wait to make this, dude. I've been wanting to do this for so long. It's just so cool. I wonder how much oil that's going to give me. How much you think a liter of oil will give me? I mean, a liter of alcohol and 5 to 6 ounces of like trim and small nugs. That's what I'm trying to think. What's up? Leave me alone. No. They say he is working. It's his garden, and they made a deal with him. He's working in the garden. So he's getting paid from them because he has a whole cannabis line and stuff. So he's in the market. He's got an exclusive deal with them. This is RSO. Well, it's going to be RSO. I put Gorilla Glue, which is that really sticky bud, and then lilac, 2 different lilac diesels in here, so it should be pretty fucking potent. I'm gonna eat a whole bunch before the show. Or like when I pull up to the show, I'm gonna eat a bunch. It's starting to get cloudy with like trichomes, so I can see them like hanging up on the glass. That's so cool. This is so cool. I fucking want alcohol. I've wanted alcohol for a while. Let's see how many people are watching. 6. Maybe if I put out a call. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till next week because I have a lot to do this week. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What time is it? It's almost the 20. Pack your bowls, your bongs. I got some oil here. Come on, camera. Dude, I lose everything. I swear to God. How did I lose my dabber? Like, literally, it's this long. That's what she said. The fuck? No, really, though. Like, I just had it. I don't even have anything to pull out a dab. If I clean this off. I guess that's one way to do it. Take another dab with you guys, then I'm gonna probably get out of here. Might do weed nerds or else Fumi if he does it. They're starting kind of late, so he might go a while. I don't know. Yeah, and if you don't know, I have an episode of Eagle Gardens. It's way far back there. It's like a piney taste to this one. Pretty good. It's from my homie. I gets this kind from these dudes, Maine. Pretty good. Yeah, I know. I gotta look. Yeah. I hope everyone has a good week. I hope everyone be safe. Make sure if you're free, go check out Eagle Gardens tonight with Fumi on. Give them some support. Other than that, be safe. Have a good night.